we are back with Disco Elysium on Tenebral Gaming. Disco Elysium. So last time we beat up that big guy, rather racist guy, whooped his backside completely. Now we are inside the harbor's office, I believe.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Should I use a change? I could try. You try it?
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let the muscle memory dial please work.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
Useful patterns?
Undoubtedly, no.
I might try this later.
Sure, why not? Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat, until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice.
And some money. Ooh, what happened there? Access to a different area. Oh, I'm on top of the harbor. Okay. I get it now. Then we left the coffee machine on. Been around for a while. What's this? A magazine?
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim. A to-do note with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside and the same materials being... You already went through all of these. Remember, Leo, all items on the list have been crossed. The drawer slides shut.
Okay. Let's check this out. This another postcard. Okay. Another drawer that's open.
The file cabinets, the drawers.
It's the same one. So, let's go check out the toilet. Ooh, right, got some medicine, nice. Ooh, nice. I gotta say one thing though. I just want to fight, so why is my morale still down? You should have a system where sort of my morale heals up if I do an action and it's successful. You know, it like encourages me. But I don't know, that's my opinion on the matter. So what's these glasses? Visual calculus. -1 drama. Right. The calculus is not even written here. Logic. Deduce. This is logic. Sure, I'm gonna try this. What happens? Cool green glasses though. Conceptualization. Physical instrument. Some shirt. Okay. It's just names of the workers. Nothing special here. Go through the docks now. Finally, we can grab our coat.
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Time to wear my coat. Let's go. Oh, it just replaced my... Okay, I thought it was an overcoat, but... Seems like that is not the case. Alright, I do enjoy the looks. Collecting rainwater, quite a big tankard for that. Finally, the pacing is going up a bit. Hope I don't get stuck again. There's 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. I wonder if this belongs to that young man. Commodore Red.
Numerous empty wine bottles glisten in the rain. Someone partied really hard here.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
This is sad. I must have been miserable, or... I'm still not convinced it was me.
I am, but it doesn't matter right now. Let's just move on.
Well, that's just sad. We check out the
This is
cabin.
night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
Kim, I'm going to take a look inside.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
What do you mean pretty easy? Why are we scared? We're the cops.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Let's take a picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
Something about this man piques my interest. I think this can be a side thing.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Why is this guy being such an idiot? Honestly. This is what we're here for. There's a crime scene literally a couple of meters away. This whole area is basically a crime scene. Part of the crime scene. We need to be collecting anything that could give us information about the area. And this guy's just being a pain. Just shut up. Stop complaining, yeah? Jeez. White pine trees. Like a forest in the snow. Oh, there's the machines going up. It's a room I was in. Oh, what's this? A panel. What does this panel do?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
Press march.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Press Arrête.
The crane does not return to its original position.
The crane was set up just to do that particular action, so let's go upstairs and check what's going on. Nice, some meds, some money. Kuval Sund. Check out inside the container.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Let's investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
I'm just gonna check
There
it
may
out.
very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Let's open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Knock on the door.
No reply.
Persuade the door to open. There's 3% chance I can make the door open? By itself? What? By just talking to it? Oh, this is gonna be bad. Rhetoric. I haven't done my cigarette quest yet. You know what? I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna smoke a ciggy. And then see if that makes a difference too.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself. Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills, logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before...
Okay, wonder if
You're
I
back
can...
before the cargo container.
Still
Its
3%.
draw has not lessened since you were last here. If
Okay.
anything,
I think it's gonna change. Just quick save the game. Okay. I could press the 3 thing again. Should I? Should I just
you're
press it?
back before
Let's
the
see it.
cargo container. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Nothing more to do here. Okay, so what else do we have? Some lights, I think. Surely the lights probably picked up somebody killing that guy. Maybe. Maybe not. Yes, let's check. Ooh. Oddly quiet. Very strange. Let's grab ourselves some coins. Speaker. Those are some huge speakers. I wonder if they ever hook up some music on it. Have a big old union party. Musk of oil and rust. What's this? Ooh, nice. Got ourselves some Ultra Series gloves. Sounds very edgy indeed. Half-light interfacing. I forgot what they mean. Interfacing is pix locks and pockets. Half-light is... I don't know, but that has something to do with physicality. It do look pretty cool. There you go. Let's wear them for now. Smells like burnt coffee. Maybe some from the union room. Coffee cups have some money inside. Nice. $2. Ain't too bad. $2 I say, but it's 2 reals, of course. Can I actually go inside this? I can. Maybe I should go back out.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
Wow, we finally have a friendly guy.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
I guess so.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Yeah, it's true. So you're Ubi, right?
Oh yes, born and raised in Arish, mist. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am, yes I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
What's going on here?
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery. And the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
This looks like a massive redecoration process, Kim.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Leo, has anybody told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Thanks, Leo.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Why is the harbor empty?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Okay, what kind of trouble was that?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Well, what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everard has a brother called Edgar, and he helped Leo.
Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh, that's a shame.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
No, it's really sad, but I've actually seen people who are some lovely people and can't have kids. I mean, it's off topic, but it's actually the sad realities of life. I think you're doing great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking the soup to men?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Let's check out the borscht.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
What's in the container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Who's the leader of the union?
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school, we did, when we were boys. Oh, Mr. Everard is usually in his office, of course. But you gotta be quick if you want to see him. He leaves around 10 p.m.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, let's go inside through this container to the other side. More coffee. Lukewarm. Somebody might be around. Pallets are sort of like stairs. There is an office and a typewriter. Interesting. This guy must be the union boss.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
I gotta say, this game really needs to... if they make a sequel to this game, they need to do something about the voice actors. The voice actors have done a great job. It's a bit jarring that every person I talk to has a different accent. Like, it seems this game is made by French developers, and a lot of the names, etc., sound very French. So I don't think it would be bad if all the characters had almost a French accent. You know, at least it helps you sort of get into... There's an atmosphere that gets created around it. You know, it's like watching some kind of one of those Icelandic thrillers or something. You know.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Yeah, you're a fat ass.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
I don't sit, it's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions. I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan of Elysium, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Try to wink back or stay serious?
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Wait, do you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is. Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't mention it. But also don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
Is he?
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Oh, what do? Screw this up big time. I've lost composure in this conversation. I suck.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you?
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this Mr. Dubois he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to a safe place.
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use a glass of water. Sit upright.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
So many questions to ask. Let's go with looking. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
What?
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Looking into your shady brew. What's in the container outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
It was special.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I'm told the Union is involved with the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
I am.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
You don't have a window.
It was a figure of speech, Harry. Of course I don't have a window. I'm in a container. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Call me Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It's true, my memory's a bit hazy.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is... I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out.
Don't trust him. For all you know, Dubois might be his name. You need to confirm this.
I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. And you were probably right. I can.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
What is my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry. Strange.
I feel like Dubois, but not quite like a Harry. Something long.
Sure, okay. You're Harold. Harmon. Haroldamus. But that's not what the record says. The record says Harry Dubois, a real man's name. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
I want to save this, but I can't save it right now, can I? Oh, I can't. Dang. Do you know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay. Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
Never mind the family.
Family, Harry, is the most important thing in the world. Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky, outshining all other stars. You're a superstar.
That's what I like about you, Everhart. You get me.
Of course I do, Harry. And I'm gonna help you shine. I'm gonna put you on all the big stages. Your name in giant neon letters. Harry Dubois.
The giant neon sign reading Harry Dubois, hanging from the Cavalsun crane, can be seen all the way to Jamrock. Somewhere in Mirova, a beautiful woman sees the bright glow on the horizon and says to herself, "Oh my God, I shouldn't have left him."
Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Alright, please be successful. Let's go. What is this? Drama 0. Could I use an item? Can I use an item mid-conversation? Level up. Should I level up? How many level ups do I need? Intellect, right? Drama. Disco Elysium. Anybody in the chat played Disco Elysium before? What's one of the best things? Somebody told me to do sensitivity. That's what I did. But what's the best stats to level up from sensitivity? One that they told me to choose was Inland Empire. So I don't know if I should level that up more. Okay, that's good, right? Accept changes. Please be successful.
Everard's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
But nothing to hide.
Oh, Harry. Oh, wow. This is really something.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
So how about it, Harry? You need assistance, I presume? Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me. Let's hear it, Harry. Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
Dead body off the tree.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You are a community leader. Help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Alright.
Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you.
Cool. Thanks for watching me on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on, could he really hold my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
So if I do things for you, I might get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
I'm a Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. And with finding your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
What happened to the previous negotiator?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget?
Harry! I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
He's a psycho.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay then, positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
I heard the previous union leader disappeared.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Joyce seems to think the union is bailing her.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Why haven't you let her in to see?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great, we don't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
What a suspicious person.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where is it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, Nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Yeah, actually, when I hear those, that sounds weird.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rockstar politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we
What?
go. Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the manager yet,
You should take care of that, then.
but I don't have money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
You know, I would like to see a movie on this, by the way. Interesting movie. But I'm pretty sure because this movie deals with loads of politics, if this is given to somebody in Hollywood, they'll probably skew it up in one particular direction. I think so far, even though there's been a few sketchy dialogues so far, mostly it's been sort of, you know, middle of the road. Of course, you can choose to go in one direction, and that's what I do like about this game. You don't have to choose to be particularly political.
You're back before the cargo container.
I've got literally have something in my hand that I can use to break open the crane, and I kind of use it. Such a shame. It's getting too late. It's nearly 11 o'clock. Get out of here, though. Items. Tea. Okay. What's this? What is this stuff? And superstar. -2 to logic. I don't get this stuff. I'll have to check this online. Anybody want to tell me what that is about? This system? I'm not quite sure how it works. I don't want to internalize no racism. Nobody comes close to Measurehead. I just did, and I beat his ass, remember?
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I'll knock you out like the god of martial arts.
True. I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered. A little.
He means very little.
Evyar tell you to got the body down?
So it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, enemy. I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Race combat.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
Oh, great.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Sounds suspicious.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His
Wait.
mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
Wait, that means showing everyone that we're taking orders from the Union.
Yes, that is precisely what it means, homunculus. This is not going to happen any other way.
Okay, let's wait here then.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Why are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
Yeah, we're the law.
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Don't worry. Physical stuff like this is really easy for Measurehead. Mental stuff, too. He's really spiritual, you know. It's late outside, isn't it? You guys must really like doing what you do to be out so late.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
There has been no side chosen. We did what had to be done to keep the order.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
What a jerk. Who's that in the window? So how can we get down? Strikers have disappeared because it's nighttime.
A lorry stuck in the tree.
Okay, so a few things we can do. I think I might go back to the whirling Bob. Whirling rags. Why is she still outside?
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
It's so late and you're still here?
I'm a nighthawk. What can I say?
Odd. All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershore. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Humid, your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
It's in the west.
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you,
The
ghosts?
skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What is down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
And my fingers.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza. Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
On the other side.
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Where's the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
With the wood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Why am I not there?
To be in Martinaise, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell. Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead. Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
There's too much dialogue going on. Like, I mean, it's nice and atmospheric, but there's also like a sense of pointlessness to it. You know? What was that? Oh, what happened there? Without the erotica. Funny. Oh, there's a shopping bag. I get it now. If I get the shopping bag, I can then collect things to sell. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I put the... I need to equip the shopping bag though. There you go. This guy's still sleeping? Oh, he is. There's cans. That was good. This bin. Is that a bin? Yeah. There you go. I'm officer and trash collector. Hobo wars have entered the building. Does this mean I have to explore some other places now that I used to? Can. Great. Not only do I look like a hobo, now I've officially become one. Oh, what was that? Up in there. I literally had a thing pop up a second ago. No? Nice. Got a cool looking shirt, a blue naval shirt this time. I could go to sleep or we just enter this place. Can't believe I'm just going through trash cans now. What is the world coming to? At least I got something to do. This game won like RPG of the Year awards, okay? And Death Stranding seems to be coming around the same time. There were people who were complaining about that, but they were okay with this game. Which makes me wonder, which has to say, like, if you can get through this game and enjoy it.
What can I help you with?
Okay. That's for it now. I want to talk to her. Let's just go inside first. There's this place inside here. Check out. Was. Oh, I just remembered something. Let's grab some wire cutters, yeah. Get some items from the trash. Sell it later.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Not really. Go back. Ooh, $5. Nice. That was unexpected. Just gonna break into this house. Which one was it?
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Oh, I've spoken to her before. She rejected us, didn't she?
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Okay, let's save this before I try this one. Hopefully I do get this, but...
This door has been closed with a The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Oh yeah, entering a random room. Go. Ooh, nice light there. Got a bullet. Critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Looks like a dumbass version
A
of Karl
plaster
Marx.
cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
Who is this Krasmazov?
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Mazovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Pictures of
A plaster
revolutionary.
cast bust.
Wonder if I can just break the bust. Oh, I can. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. That's all it is. Virtue signal of a different kind.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Once again, let's just save this game. Got a good chance though.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere, ready to rip you to shreds with a broken bottle.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Hey. Can't see anything. Yeah, there's nobody in there. But the money?
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Don't wait. Celebrate. Blast that shit right here. Take inventory of it once this boring table shit is done. Blast it before you face the beast, Deruita. You're going to need the encouragement.
Alright, that's all good, but where is this guy? Next door? Ooh. Ooh. Must be there. Okay, let's see. Here stinks with something sour. Maybe his washclothes. Or his pants.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka. Some towels and a duvet. Some socks even.
Slowly reach out your hands.
Something underneath there is breathing. It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. Stop your hand now, or you're gonna die. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just... Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
This Kumo's father we're seeing.
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes. There's still plenty to be scared of here. Just not what you thought.
I was expecting something worse.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight.
This is serious damage.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Maybe we should help him.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Excellent form.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The alms house would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably. Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body. He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash. It was the last thing keeping him functional.
Save the game before I try that thing out.
The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The air...
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to...
Yeah, see? Good thing I saved it. Hehehe.
The aging alcoholic is still there. The man groans once again and...
Like, I don't have to do this. I didn't do it for most of the quests, obviously, but I'm just interested in
the
having
aging
to roll
alcoholic
it.
is still... The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs.
What did you just say?
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Okay, so I stole his stash. I am gonna do one thing though. Torch. Oh, nice. A lot of pollution rising from the east.
This door is made of metal. This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced.
Okay. I have to see this guy at 9 o'clock, don't I? But I think there's not much I can do anymore. Except, maybe we could talk to the girl. And then go to sleep. Ooh, actually, do now. Oh, I'm actually opening the boxes using my crowbar. I didn't realize that. What if the old lady's still here? Yeah, she is.
Give me a moment.
Okay. Let's go check if that bedroom over there had some trash in it that I can sell.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Come on, Cindy, just help me out here.
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time! No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
Alright, some useful information. Get out of here now. Go speak to this lady who's still hanging around here.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
By the way, I've talked to Everett Clare.
You have?
Finally, time to choose sides.
he's not the champion I have chosen, I wish to swear field. Nah. Not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. Did I like him? I didn't.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verne-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verne myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Can I get some money off her? Should I get some money? Good.
More
I'll
lessons in basic reality? My favorite part. Glad to have been of assistance. The little...
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta.
What?
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow. The
Vows?
vows are blood and flesh. Lower intestine. The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
What's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
What? What?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachel's problems? Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link.
Leftist academicians. Sounds good.
Yes, them. But also...
Wormen.
Women. Men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
What the hell?
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that woo men need to know their place.
This is the dumbest piece of dialogue I've come across yet. Must be, yeah, some stomach seizure.
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
I put all those points so I can get my gut feelings upgraded. And that's my gut feeling? Why am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times.
Oh, there you go. See, this is so stupid. This is where the game is now fading. Really. Fascism sounds so bad, though. What if we called it something else, like traditionalism? Oh my god. I'm beginning to understand why this game won accolades with game reviewers. If this was the if this is like the inevitable conclusion of most of the dialogue in this game, this is just so dumb. And
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota.
I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines. knocking on your alcohol-engorged liver. It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
What was that even?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Literally, I have no idea where that came from. What was that?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Very low 3%, but I literally got +4. This is so not.
Trying to sneak up on me.
Keep moving, keep moving. Okay, body's gone, right? Where's the body there if it's gone? That guy literally broke the whole branch down and the body's on the floor. So stupid.
There are several footprints in the mud.
Oh god, just so... Oh. It was better if I ripped the guy down myself.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Well, it's down.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue.
The fuck are they on about? Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else for this? Like a doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From autopsy to cleanup, to social work, everything.
Yes, I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Do you have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
I have gardening gloves. Maybe they are enough.
They are better than nothing. Tell you
Okay,
what,
Rich.
I perform the anatomical side of things, while you will take notes.
Okay. Where should I take these notes?
In your paperwork, officer. Just fill out the field autopsy form.
You're not gonna believe this. I think I lost my paperwork.
Officer, what haven't you lost?
I still have my disco trousers. Still have my disco trousers.
Yes, barely. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several, actually, but only if it helps move things along.
Let's move off yours for now.
Right. The autopsy form is near the end.
Open the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Okay, so the assistant...
That's you.
Harry Dubois.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there. The next box says...
Second box is coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Writing it down.
Next.
Name.
NA. Next,
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Right 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
These kids.
Male.
Pigs can have sex?
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed.
I'm not so sure.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters, generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Short light brown pattern.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max! Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation. Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
Oh, please work, please work.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Does it look like...
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch. You should touch it.
Does it look like he was enjoying it?
Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Mm-hmm. Just write down that we request an analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. Last item, hands.
Take the hand.
The hand is surprisingly heavy to lift, filled with decay liquids. Feels as though it could explode if squeezed harder. You're suddenly repulsed, so much so you feel compelled to drop it.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling. Ooh, That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Nope.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like throwing up. Straight in that mouth. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in. You manage to suppress the contractions trying to enter your stomach. All it takes is concentration. Through it, you see nothing but darkness. More meat and darkness. Mute silence as always.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, NA.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Same for toxicology and serology, NA. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list?
Injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fills. Leave a 4th one too.
Bite marks?
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Fusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Fatal injury.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
How did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was De règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath. We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
What now?
Now? Now we put him in a body bag and I drive him to Faubourg for processing.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time, then at his notebook, then at the corpse again. He's thinking, did I miss something?
Tell me who you are, dead man.
I'm gone.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where was that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing. You are now. Nothing funny about it.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions.
Why do I
You
love...
fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me a comical amount.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney.
My
This
name?
is getting upbeat now.
My name, Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No, you're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker. Because you have
Killed you.
loved it, me and Provocopo. It was love all along.
You asked me a question.
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Maybe this will lead to something undescribable, unforeseen, miraculous.
Ha!
The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Why are you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
Why is your dialect like this?
It's a mishmash, Copabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like.
I'm never going with...
Well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light a shade of brown. Trust your inner racist.
What, are you racist now?
You think I am. You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos. That's called profiling.
Arousal?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
What is that?
Captain Coppadromo. I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams. Shoot, Looney Rooney. Do I remind you of someone?
Baby?
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Does your body want to entirely work?
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once, you've already got the picture.
Can't get enough of that dick.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Where can we find a fridge?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails. Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find. If you think so, officer, I'm not going to object. I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I'll take it from there.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will never own the full set now. May they rest in processing.
It's too late to take him into processing today. I'll take him first thing tomorrow.
Orphan.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pigonaut.
It's a banana, but the armor.
So?
Told me you promised the sick to... That you're now the king of Antar. That you're chasing that armor anyway?
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello!
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Whatever, kid.
What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way, street way. Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style. That's some sick shit.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit. Kuno knows what Kuno means.
I'm keeping it. You don't need any more drugs.
Alright. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him, Kuno!
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Major fucking choice, pig!
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
Not like he thinks, but you can feel it. Somehow, this will change things. It's not hard to see at all. You hand out drugs to kids. The lieutenant's faith in your judgment will diminish significantly.
Get it. What, if any, downside of...
None that you can see. No, you can see it. This young man has junior officer material in him. In another life, where he trusts you.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno? Alright. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
I told you he can't be trusted! I told you, I told you he'd steal the shit!
Relax, see? We got plenty of Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to the Kuno, huh?
In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
I looked around. It's not an easy life you got going in the apartment.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans!
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
It's your dad.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig?
You know, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic.
What? Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him.
Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up and... Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Go out West Revachol style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno!
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck are you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't have to turn into that cool.
Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sub like a turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
I know, unpaid utility bill there.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
Let me guess. A place to live in, you have to find somewhere else.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Leroy shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno!
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Try to help a guy. See if there's any cans around here. No. Let's just go back. Go inside the hotel.
Can I help you?
Is there a trash container back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't seem... We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
I've seen something here at the... I need to talk
What
about it.
thing?
I saw a sign that says reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
It's a shame you gotta suck up to the Union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Why can't I go in the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
There's something investigation.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 PM because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
There's something else.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Another
Another thing. Great. Yes?
about the money I owe you.
Yes. Have you got it?
Wonder if I can pay you with this check.
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check? This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
Damn you, Fat Everard. Your novelty check is useless.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it. And come to think of it, Frit's probably closed at this hour. They are open from 7 to 11.
I was hoping for an arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
That's my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
I'll break the door.
Oh, wonderful. Try to do that. I'll have to call you an ambulance. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Yes?
What's in his car? Torch, bead bottle, paint cutters. Just go to his car for
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
pawn shop? Yeah. What are those things?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Oh.
A vanity he wouldn't mind.
Thanks, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Alright, so I can't really sleep anymore.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bed.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench.
This is the curtain area. No? Here's the booth.
The door is closed. Still, nothing the lieutenant gives you. He doesn't like with this. You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ear.
So, not a great situation to be in. Can't get some sleep at all. Pain this is. Alright, looks like a good place to log out. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Tenable Gaming. Goodbye.